Here we go. Again, I'm going to just say I wish that we could put out there some of the stuff we talked about before I hit record.
Let's not.
It is, yeah, that would be fantastic.
That is cancelable content.
Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. Yeah, remember them? Y'all remember them three dudes that used to do that podcast? Yeah.
Not anymore.
They were murdered by their loved ones.
Oh man! All right, so shout out to Devon Sanders because this was his. In fact, 90% of the ideas that are really good on this podcast come from him. I wish I could take credit for him. When he's not looking, I'm gonna be like, no, that was me. But this was a fantastic one. It is Cinematic Avengers versus the Cinematic Justice League. And so just to kind of break it down, and then I'm going to throw it to you, Devon, to give the guardrails and the ground rules. But just for the purposes of setting it up, the heroes that we will be dealing with, that we are limiting things to, just because you could be very broad when you're talking about these two units, we're going to limit things to Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Scarlet Witch, Vishon, Captain Marvel.
Vision.
AKA Vision, yeah. And that's on the Avengers side. On the Justice League side, we got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, The Flash, and Aquaman. So basically the Zack Snyder lineup for, the not limiting to them, of course, but just the letting you know that was the lineup of the Justice League that we will be limiting things to. So Devon, I'm going to throw to you, and so that you can break down any other additional details for your brainchild.
Basically what we're going to be doing is we're basically going to go full on playground rules with this thing. Just like you would when you were a kid. JLA versus the Avengers. We're going to do this very specific part of the cinematic universes where it is going to be 6 members of the Avengers cinematic universe, not the comics, no nothing like that. We're talking Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, versus Zack Snyder, JLA universe, which is Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, and the rest of those guys.
So no Christian Bale, no other Batman, no other.
You know what? If you would
not George Clooney.
You know what? If you want to switch it out, but I was thinking that we should just absolutely just keep it to what is out there right now.
I like it.
Like we can't have like Adam West popping up in this thing like, yo.
He's got tune for it. Adam West has tune for it.
That's fair. Yeah, because it's so broad what you can do with if you open it up really with any of these characters. There's so many ways that you could go that you could make an argument for somebody. Okay, so we're limiting it to the current cinematic universes that I would say in the last decade.
Right.
But with the exception of the JLA, which really there's only been the one Justice League movie, so we're limiting it to that group. Okay.
Long story short, we can't tag in Christopher Reeve or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Right.
Because that would be it's kind of game over if you start to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for smartasses at home, we're not including Martian Manhunter because he didn't do shit. Spoilers for a fucking 4-hour movie. He showed up at the end and was like, "Good work, dog. I got you next time, bitch."
You could make an argument that he was in Man of Steel.
I could make an argument that he sucked in everything that he's been in. He was the same loser ass in Man of Steel. He was the same loser ass in The Matrix. And as Devon brought up earlier, he was the same loser ass in the full 5 Heartbeats.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Like the actual actor is he seems like a really cool dude. Henry Lennox is a good guy. But like his characters, fuck that dude. That dude has big Trevor from Fresh Prince energy in everything. Man. Fucking. How this nigga been playing Lester Holt before I knew who Lester Holt was? How?
Oh goodness.
Okay, so the JLA.
So there won't be any Martian Manhunter.
No. Especially not now.
Not now. No. He will not be making an appearance at the end to say good job. You know what? One day you're going to run into that dude.
Put in Martian Manhunter.
Right. You're going to run into that actor on the street, and he's going to be like, you that dude that said
I am that dude. I am, sir. I do not regret a damn thing that I said.
And this is why there's no video, to be honest. So they can't run up on the scene.
I'm gonna just get like an errant fist in the back of my head one day and be like, oh no, why is Maurice Dubois attacking me? No.
I can't wait to do your eulogy, killed by a 5 heartbeat.
The one that wasn't David Ruff. Yeah. Oh no, that was 4 Tops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So which one of you?
Leon was in both of them, wasn't he?
Probably.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Okay. We are. Oof, man. Okay. Get back on board.
Yeah, let me get back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The filmography of Leon.
Oh god. Hey man, we on that 30-minute energy, 7 minutes in.
Hey, wait. This is entertaining for the audience.
This is true. All right, so Devon, would you like to start us off, sir?
Sure. Okay, let's have the first matchup. Because the way I'm thinking that we should do this, we should.
Oh, you're talking about going 1-on-1, having them go 1 for 1. Okay.
No, I'm talking about doing 1-on-1, and then at the end, after we make our arguments for who would win in that match, then we say, okay, now who would win between Justice League
Got you.
and the Avengers?
Okay,
we good?
We're good. Yeah, man.
Okay. First up, I'm going to go with Captain America, Chris Evans versus Ben Affleck's Batman.
Ooh.
Okay.
Who's
taking this one?
Chris, why don't you start?
I feel like we've had this discussion.
We have had this discussion. It's a foregone conclusion for our returning listeners. Because Christopher Jamal Evans, Steve Rogers beat the brakes off of Batfleck. Now, fair play to Batfleck. He's the only Batman on screen so far that looked like he could reasonably beat the shit out of an entire room of dudes armed to the teeth. Like, he Arkham City them motherfuckers. He beat the hell out of those dudes and kind of killed them. I know that one dude, like in the BVS, like the director's cut.
Mm-hmm.
My boy's brain juice was just all over that wall when he hit it. Just like, oh no! You're not supposed to have brain juice come out. No. That's your inside fluids. Oh no! Batman, no! That man lost to Robin and he said, fuck it.
He did.
I'm going to kill these dudes.
He did do that.
To be fair, they were trying to off Martha Kent, and, after him and Superman shared that passionate moment where they both realized that both their mamas had the same goddamn name, that they were connected spiritually.
Yes.
So, yeah, if somebody was trying to kill Diane Lane and I had the power to stop him, I'd kill them dudes too.
That's fair.
Because it's Diane Lane.
But who would actually win between?
Oh, Captain America and Batfleck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I believe I stated that Christopher Jamal Evans, Steve Rogers,
All right.
the Sentinel of Liberty, would beat the brakes off of Batfleck as though he were an old Chevy Buick. He would destroy him. He would break him down like a Jenga set.
All right, Omar.
All right, so let me start with saying that the Captain, and I've told both of you this, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is probably my favorite superhero movie of all time, and it's largely because of the two scenes. The opening scene with, and I'm not talking about when he's running with Falcon. I'm talking about when he goes and beats the crap out of everybody on that boat.
Mm.
Dives out, no parachute, and they're like, "Wait, did he not have a parachute? No, he didn't need that."
He's on his way to whoop George St. Pierre's butt.
Yeah, it was wild to me about that whole scene. Think about where he was in First Avenger, and then think about where Cap was in the Avengers 1, and watch his fighting style and how it evolves when we get to Winter Soldier. And basically he's got different directors. And I just looked at that, and it was the mindset I had anytime you see Cap fight now. It's like, oh, that's what that dude would do. That's exactly like this is what this would look like if a dude was enhanced to this degree who could fight the way that he can fight. And it's well known that in terms of fighting, Cap is seen as like, I mean, if you again, and I know I'm kind of stepping a little bit out of cinematic, but just to kind of give a little bit of just some background with Cap, Batman is one of the is a great fighter. Cap is one of the greatest fighters. Y'all correct me on this if I'm off, but to me it feels like Cap is one of the best fighters in the world ever. Like in terms of like his fighting, the only thing that might be greater than his fighting is his leadership. And so when you think about the fact that Cap, who has routinely, and I can say this because it is in the film, has routinely whooped Spider-Man's behind.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start to talk about like it's but I'm looking at this and going, how in the world is this dude hanging with dudes who are clearly more powerful than him? And Devon, you and I had this conversation about Spider-Man once, and it was like, well, how is it that Spider-Man is basically around the 20-ton range and Cap is, he that dude, but how is he just constantly whooping this dude? Spider-Man's faster, Spider-Man's this, that. And you were like, okay, it's like fighting your nephew. Your nephew might be bigger and stronger, but you've been in more fights. And so you a better fighter than that dude, even though he's big and strong. And so Cap has that advantage. And I think Cap's adaptability, to be able to, and just his will, just his pure, I think he beats Batman on pure will. Chris,
I won't say that Cap has a stronger will than Bruce Wayne, because fucking a lantern ring showed up on Bruce Wayne's hand, and he went.
That's a fair point.
He went, get off me. So I won't say that Cap wins because he's been alive longer, has been in more fights. Just due to the fact that he's, a capsicle, and is enhanced. To circle back to your point about Peter Parker, though, that's because Peter Parker famously pulls his punches because he knows that he could atomize people if he's not careful, and he doesn't want to bust Captain America's head open like a grape, because that's just on your permanent record. Oh, my bad. I gave Captain America a forever concussion.
That's fair. Devon, where do you stand?
I'm not even going to dignify this with an answer that takes longer than 10 seconds. Batman. Psych.
Really?
Okay.
The Devon pulls. I was about to say.
Captain America. It's a sweep for Captain America.
Chris, you see Devon coming with his heel energy. You see that?
I was like, what? Like, there's only one Batman, according to Devon Sanders, that could beat Captain America, and that's Adam West. So I know damn well he was joking as soon as he said it.
No, it's definitely Captain America.
Okay.
All right. So that's
Who do you
absolute
have
sweep.
next? Yeah.
So up
Sweep the
next, I have Cyborg versus The Vision
by Sean.
by
That's
Sean.
wow. That's wow.
Tough.
That's
Yeah.
a landslide. I mean, wait, hang on.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Because the expanded fucking Snyder shit with Cyborg, that dude is tech Jesus now. Hold up.
He is.
You know, Jarvis fought off Ultron.
He did. He did.
He really did.
I really think that if he could best Ultron and then subsequently best himself without his fist, just hey, ship of Theseus. Logic puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, he hit that man with brain drain. Like, what? Hit that man with the unwinnable Simon puzzle. I think he takes Cyborg, but it's a lot closer than the Batman Cap fight, I think. If I wanted to be lenient, I would say that, like, surprise attack, I think Vic could take him. He would hack the shit out of him, and I think he would win. But if Vision knew it was coming, Vision got his ass. Because he just phased through him, pop his head like a grape. We good.
Okay, yeah. So who are you saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. Vishon in a pinch.
Okay. Vishon for the win. Omar.
So, Devon, what I'm thinking, man, is this is tough because on the one side, I'm looking at Cyborg and his control of machines. And you could make the argument that why couldn't he, establish some control over Vision, to that end? Is there an argument to be made? I think part of that fight would be him trying to do that. But Vision can phase if Cyborg cannot establish control, and we're talking about a dude that, upon seeing Superman freshly resurrected, could not control his own reactions and couldn't explain it. I don't know why my armor is doing this. It needs to stand down. To that end, though, the armor could fight Vision on his behalf, so it may adapt on its own. And he didn't do much, but he did go toe to toe with Superman. So you could say, there might be an argument to be made there as well. However, where I give the slightest of edges to Vision is the fact that he was able to lift Mjolnir. Well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking, it's with Cyborg, just the extra piece of his story. You could make an argument that he might be worthy, on that. So it's I don't know. I think I might go the other route. I think I think Cyborg's armor, the fact that it's mother box and we don't know all of the different things that he's just starting to discover all of what he can do, whereas Vision is limited to, you can make an argument too with him with the Infinity Stones and everything, but his technology is earthbound, so but damn, the same argument can be made of Cyborg, and they're both enhanced by things that are otherworldly. I just think that, we've seen the Vision is dope. I think we've seen his peak, whereas with Vic, we're seeing him at his start, and at his start, he went toe to toe with Superman. Like, what would that dude be now with a little bit more experience?
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, and Steppenwolf. So I think that Vic's got the edge long term. It depends on when they fight. If we're fighting a mature Vic, I'm gonna go with Cyborg. But if we're talking, shortly
Day
after
of.
JLA, day of, then I gotta go with Vision. It just depends on where your line of demarcation is, Devon, and like when do they fight?
Okay, so you are going on the side of the Vision.
I'm gonna go on the side of the Vision if we're talking about that they're fighting current.
Okay, so that's 2-2 for the Vision.
Yes.
So what I got to say doesn't really matter, but I think I'm going to shock you, and I'm actually going to go for Cyborg. Just because, like you said, we haven't seen everything that he could do. Now, if we get to a point where we actually see what he could do, and I know that we're not talking about other universes, but I think that once he gets to where he could be like the Cyborg that's in the Doom Patrol. That's actually like just taking on everything and handling this business. So I'm just going to say I think Cyborg would actually win this round. Like I think he has the potential to actually pull something out of nowhere and take out the Vision as he stands now, minus a Soul Gem. So yeah, that's my answer. Cyborg. So that's 2 for Vision, 1 for Cyborg.
I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you make a compelling argument.
When Cyborg met a new god, well, I mean, I don't know if Steppenwolf counts as a new god, but he's of that world. So
he's
I'm
a new god.
He's a new god, right? He met Steppenwolf. Stand still.
That's fair.
When Vision met a Titan, he got his wig split.
He did.
Twice.
Yeah.
They rewound that shit. So I think I'm changing. I think
you may have swayed me the other side. Yeah. I think we might be 3 for Cyborg. Yeah.
3 for Cyborg. Wow.
Yeah. 3 for Cyborg.
3 for Cyborg. Happy Black History Month. Wow.
Bobby Lashley champion. Cyborg beef this shit.
I like it. Boom.
Equality.
All right. Moving on to the next matchup. We've got, I think this one is going to surprise you. I think it might make you think. Iron Man versus Aquaman.
When you came up with this, I did not think this would be that matchup. I was assuming you'd go Batman versus Iron Man. But this is interesting. Chris, I'm going to defer to you, sir, to make sure we maintain our order.
Okay. Yeah, it don't matter what time of the timeline you find him in. Aquaman is washing Tony. I don't think I need to even go into it, but like I will. But like, yeah, no. Quite frankly, any Aquaman will wash Tony, but specifically Jason Momoa Aquaman.
Khal Drogo Aquaman.
Khal Drogo Aquaman is a savage. Like he would beat the brakes off of Tony with just spinning rain. Like, God damn! Like he would, man, because he would drag Tony down into the depths where like just the pressure. If Aquaman didn't beat him into submission, the pressure of the trench would destroy Tony's suit. Like, I mean, sure, the pressure in space is one thing, but there's parts of the ocean that people still ain't seen yet. Like,
it's true.
We can't go to it because it's that hard. So I'm gonna go Aquaman. Also, like a good bit of Aquaman stuff is in some ways magic based. So that's another level of shit that Tony would not be prepared for. Not necessarily be prepared for, but he just wouldn't be able to deal with it. Whatever. I'm rambling. Aquaman.
All right, that's one for Aquaman. Omar.
So I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to go with Tony. Let me explain why I'm going with Iron Man. Let's just, one, just on cinematics, let's look at who Tony has fought.
Mm-hmm.
Tony has fought the Hulk and survived.
Mm-hmm.
He fought Thor and survived. He fought Thanos and drew blood. And eventually outsmarted him and got the gauntlet and killed him. Mind you, took himself out, but took a whole bunch of other people out with him. He had a Scarface. I'm out. Say hello to my little friend type moment. Tony finds a way. Now, mind you, if this thing starts out in water or anywhere near water, that's Tony's ass. And that's that goes without saying.
Okay.
However, if it takes place anywhere else, I think we've seen enough from Tony that he can figure out a way. If it's like, if he knows, okay, I'm about to fight this dude, he has a plan. I mean, again, we're talking about somebody that survived a fight with the Hulk. So just based on what he's been able to think his way through, we're talking about a man that figured out time travel. I'm thinking if he can do that, he can figure out a way to defeat Aquaman. That's just my take.
Okay. So that is Chris with Aquaman, Omar.
I got Aquaman
with
summoning a Kraken. Play the bongos on Tony's ass. But go on.
We got Omar Iron Man. All right. So my vote goes to Tony Stark, Iron Man, aka
take it.
Ghostface Killer.
Take that, Chris. Take it. Take it like Godzilla did. Take it.
Hold up.
And just
Hold up. No, you didn't. All right. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to shit. Devon, please continue.
Okay. Just for the simple fact that, like, Tony's going to figure out something. Just like Omar said, this man's been to space. He's figured out how to, out of millions of possibilities?
Yeah.
In order to defeat Thanos, figured it out. I think that he could figure out how to basically shoot a repulsor ray at Aquaman and get him out of his face. So I'm just going to leave it at that and just say that it's going to be Iron Man for me.
Yeah, Chris, look like you can fire lasers and stuff, but you can't throw hands. So.
All of Atlantis has like 9 Iron Man tech. They've had laser guns and phaser rifles for like centuries before Tony Stark was even born. And you telling me that Aquaman is worried about this robot because he went to space? Ooh. I'm scared of Elon Musk. Ooh. Fuck that. Got the trident of Poseidon. Motherfucker. The trident of Poseidon. And we have established in the DC universe, in the Snyderverse, that the Greek gods are real. Like, they exist.
Oh my God.
Staff of Poseidon is going through Tony's bullshit. That's my stance. Sidebar. How dare you bring up Godzilla versus Kong like that? How dare you? You ain't even finished the goddamn movie. You cut it off after 30 minutes in, like, why ain't they fighting?
Hey,
motherfucker, they was about to.
5 minutes, sir. 35 minutes.
Fucking monkey and lizard fought for the rest of the movie, but your ass turned it off at 35. You terrible. You terrible.
I can't see it. But I'm having a hot flash right now, and I'm fanning myself with a clean stop.
Mother over here, this dude over here fanning his titties like Bette Midler. What is going on? Having a Jennifer Lewis in church movie. Like, what are you doing?
Oh God!
Oh my God! I've laughed too hard.
Oh. Man, my sides
in a
hurt.
core workout from laughter.
Right.
Oh,
So I, the right thinking human, say Aquaman, and you treasonous fools say Iron Man. Go on.
oh man!
Oh, it's the greatest.
All right.
Yes, Devon, please, sir.
So
Right.
the next one is Superman versus Thor.
Yes, sir. I've been waiting for this one.
This
Chris,
is good.
please, sir.
This is
Yeah.
good. All right. Shit. Like there's
Yeah.
like it's hard because like Thor wrecks shop in every appearance that he's in. Like wrecks him. But man, when Superman showed up at the end of Justice League, he made me feel sorry for Steppenwolf. He hit that man so hard that I felt bad for him. I was like, oh no, the Justice League is bullying this man. Oh no. Maybe he was right for one, the anti-life equation. Maybe this goddamn Kryptonian is bad news. Oh no. But fucking the way the Snyder Superman was like Goku fighting General Zod.
Yeah.
Man, Superman. No, yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, no, Superman. Superman
right.
is Oh wait.
Oh.
Now the thing is, right? Like in the comics, I'm thinking Thor has the edge because of all the magic stuff. But have we established that is even a thing in the Snyder stuff?
His rules are a little bit weird.
Right? Yeah. So barring that, Superman wins that fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Are you good? Final answer.
I'm yes.
Okay. Final answer. Superman.
Superman.
Okay. All right, Omar. What do you think?
So, y'all know that I got nothing but love for Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Like deep. All right. So I'm leaning towards where Chris is, but I want to walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
So, based just on what we've seen, you could make an argument that it would be Superman, and it really wouldn't be close. Because, and I'm gonna flip it. And cinematically, too many people have been able to lift Thor's hammer. Vishon can lift the hammer. Cap can make lightning come out the hammer in the films. Now they've been on record to say we know he can't do that because technically the lightning comes from Thor. So Cap shouldn't have been able to do that.
And I tell those people to shut the hell up.
Yeah, I tell them shut up too. Like, no, it was too awesome. I don't care. Cap had to put that lightning in that behind. But while it elevates Cap, I think to some degree it, slightly diminishes Thor relative to his ability to take on somebody at Superman's level. If Superman is facing Thor and he gets pissed off, the thing that comes to mind is Superman only lost, and I put lost in air quotes, to Batman because he did not want to kill Batman. He said as much. He was like, stay down. If I wanted it, you'd be dead already. And that was true. You can tell by Batman's expression when his power started to come back. And he was like, oh, damn. This would be Superman with if he's in that space where he's like, nah, I'm coming for that ass. I don't think it's close because, like to Chris's point earlier about Spider-Man, Superman typically holds back just naturally because he's like, well, I'm around all these fragile humans. I can't hurt them. I can't do this. Then the other. Thor, he's like, oh, okay, I can cut loose. I can finally just see what I can do. And there are things that, it's Superman's just too powerful. It's to me, it would not even be, particularly Snyder's Superman, who took on basically 3 other Kryptonians. I'm thinking it would not be competitive in my mind.
Like Snyder's Superman is almost like pre-Crisis Superman level.
Yes.
Like the hands.
Yeah. Superman.
Right? And like,
yeah.
And like Thor only has lightning.
No, but he's
lightning,
strong.
He's strong. No,
he's gone toe to toe with the Hulk.
Yeah, but Thor has lightning and strength, and Superman got eye lasers. Like,
yeah,
cold breath.
Yeah.
Which, can we talk about that scene? Like, that shit was awesome. Like, that was legitimately like, good for you, Zack Snyder. That was excellent.
Yes.
Devon?
All right. There's no contest. Just like it would be in the comics for me. Same as the movies. Superman. And it's just because, here's the thing. We haven't seen Zack Snyder's Superman just yet. We've seen him in Man of Steel, and we've seen him in Justice League. But we haven't seen him just yet.
Right.
Like, we haven't seen him handling Parasite or Lex Luthor the way that he should be doing it. We haven't seen that stuff just yet. And considering that his power level is already where it is, and we haven't even seen everything he can do just yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm giving it to Superman. So that's just a sweep right there.
Further evidence is it's the same thing with Vision and Cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
When Superman met a new god, he emasculated him.
Yes, he did.
When Thor met Thanos, Thanos almost killed his ass.
He did.
Like, he was like a couple inches away from killing that man. His axe was in his chest. His own axe, by the way. His own axe was like in his chest. Like, that would have sucked.
But in Thor's defense, he did come back from that. He did realize he made a mistake.
Chris, you're talking about 2 different scenes, aren't you? You're talking about the second fight.
Okay, so you're talking about the second fight. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. When
Thanos got in that ass all but one time.
Yeah.
And it was when basically the gauntlet was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Thor was like, I've had enough of your stuff. And decapitated that man like he should have done.
I mean, that was a broken Thanos who was just trying to cook soup in the moment with one arm.
With his seasoning.
With his seasoning. Yeah. I just hang on, y'all. I just put the garlic in. Oh God.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. Oh no, my head. I used the stones to destroy the stones. And put some salt in this fucking goulash. You want some? Sorry about your friend. Small price to pay for good soup. Oh God!
Oh boy.
Oh.
So the sweep goes
Oh.
to Superman.
Yes, sir.
All right. Here's one I think is interesting. Like, I think it's going to make you think a little bit.
Mm.
Scarlet Witch versus the Flash.
The fuck?
Now we're
That is
talking,
interesting.
and now, okay, and I'm gonna make this case just for the Flash, and I'm not saying one way or the other,
Mhm.
but this Flash, he's not even where he should be just yet.
Right.
Like, we've seen him do some things in Justice League, but in Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover that was on the CW, the Arrowverse crossover,
Mhm.
we've
Which
seen
was
that he
really
can
good.
traverse like realities and stuff, and he doesn't even quite know what he's doing just yet. So I think that we're looking at like a sleeper here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask Omar what he thinks about having watched WandaVision
Right.
and having watched Justice League and knowing about the Crisis on Infinite Earths
Right.
crossover. What would you think about Scarlet Witch versus the Flash?
Whew. When you add that piece, Flash is, and I love, because Devon, you broke down for me some time ago, and I love how you put it, that Flash is basically a speed Jedi.
Mm.
And I never really thought about it quite like that, where any element of speed and how you could manipulate speed and the things you could do with it if you were a Jedi Knight, he has the ability to do, which kind of makes it a bit magical in and of itself. I think just on time travel possibilities alone, if he's able to maintain it, there would be almost nothing that anybody could do. Now we're talking on just his ability to alter reality. Speaking of the Arrowverse Flash, and again, I know we're limiting this to Zack Snyder, but there was an episode where Flash had to stop a bomb from going off, and the entire episode takes place over the course of a single second.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was bringing people into something that he called flash time, where he could have conversations with them. But the whole episode was taking place over a single second.
Mm.
And he was trying to figure things out and do different things and move, through all of these different things in a second, and kept failing it, going back and resetting things and living in that second with each character. And I was like, that's some stuff that just was mind blowing. And so the fact that, and this is how I think we can tether it this way, cinematic Flash has appeared on Arrowverse.
Mm-hmm.
So you could make an argument that they're connected. And so you can make an argument that Ezra Miller has these abilities, but just has not, to your point, discovered them yet. I think on a pure ability to manipulate realities and speed and so forth, I'm going to give the edge to the Flash, even though, let me make a slight argument for Wanda. In fact, before I give the edge to Flash, let me make the counter argument. We watch Wanda Vishon, and Wanda, in terms of altering realities, changed an entire town and held an entire town hostage because she felt like it. Just, I'm bored. I'm going to make up an entire family and, have my life be a sitcom over multiple periods. And if you start messing with my town, I'm going to come out and turn your own guns at you and say, nah, you need to back up. In fact, I'm going to back y'all up by expanding my reality, my little world as I want to. And then fights a witch of her own kind and says, nah, I'm a quick adapter. Okay, you shut me down with some runes, watch my runes. and you thought you were taking my power. No, I take your power. And just we don't know, just based on what we saw at the end of that, just how powerful Wanda potentially could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could she do some things to the Flash to mess him up? Imagine she gets in his head the way she was getting in the heads of the Avengers and make him see things to manipulate him in that way. Man, this one is tough. I think it would depend on who could get the drop on who, and if we're talking about that, speed wins. As they say, man, you can't teach speed. So, I think I give the slimmest of edges to the Flash because you can't surprise him.
All right, so that's one for the Flash. Chris?
So this is not tough for me at all, for the simple fact that Wanda is very, very used to speeders or speedsters.
Oh, that's a great point, man. Her brother is a speedster. She would have seen this.
She knows what's going on. And also, by the end of WandaVision, we see that she has progressed to such a point where she can be in the astral world and still be making tea in the real world.
Fair point.
And still be cognizant and aware of both. That means that she is at least as, if not more, as demonstrated by the movies, more powerful than Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme. It is arguable that because a couple people got the drop on her, that now she has like a field around her of just her space. So soon as Ezra Flash touches that shit, no. Your ass in the Brady Bunch. Get out of here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is LaWanda's fight all the way. All the way. Also, she could just go no more speed.
Ooh, that's a
that
fair
man's
point.
Slow. Nope. Wanda all the way. Especially by the end of WandaVision. Because she know what she's doing now. Also, her fit is nice.
It is nice.
She got the horns. Bruv. No. Better red suit wins.
It's fair.
All right. So that is Omar for the Flash. Chris Scott is for Scarlet Witch.
Yes, sir.
And that brings it to me. I am 100% Team Wanda on this one, man. For so many of the reasons, for so many of the reasons that, like Chris Scott said, she's just in a different place right now. Now, here's the thing. If one time, if they met today, I think that the Flash probably could get her. Like, one time. So the Flash beats her one time, but never again.
That's true.
Because Wanda, we haven't even seen everything that she can do yet. She's just becoming who we think she could be. The mutant who says no more mutants and wipes out a whole race of people and then creates a whole reality that affects the whole world and they have to live within it. We haven't seen that in the Marvel Universe or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But my gut tells me with what they did at the end of WandaVision, they're setting her up to be that character. The one who could make sure that Thanos never happens again and she gets to have the life that she wants. Like, I am legit scared of the Scarlet Witch. So, I'm going to give it to Wanda. Scarlet Witch.
I feel that.
All right. So, Scarlet Witch wins that round.
Where are we at so far on the tally?
Yeah.
So on the
I feel
tally,
like we're tied.
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up real quick. So we have one win for Batman, one win for Cyborg, one win for Superman, one win for Scarlet Witch, and 1 win for Iron Man. So that is
Wait, 1 win for Batman?
Yeah, I thought Batman.
No, Batman got swept.
Captain America.
He got
I wrote the
swept.
wrong
Captain
thing.
America. Yeah.
My bad, I wrote the wrong thing. So Captain America wins. Okay, so let's go over that again. 1 win for Captain America, 1 win for Cyborg, 1 win for Iron Man, 1 win for Superman, and 1 win for the Scarlet Witch. So that brings that to
3-2.
three Avengers versus 2 Justice League.
Okay.
So the next one up is Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, Carol Danvers versus Diana, Princess Themyscira, Wonder Woman.
Boy.
Who y'all got?
Mr. Scott.
Okay, let's see. Let's look at this, right? Wonder Woman has been in combined
3 movies?
No, I was gonna say, I was making a joke. You cut the bag off it.
I'm sorry, I neutered your joke.
I was gonna say that Wonder Woman has been in 2/3 of a great movie so far, and Carol has had one pretty okay movie.
Okay.
Because I will die on that hill. Wonder Woman 84 is a toxic goddamn film. It's toxic. To that character, to just the fan base, is bad. It's bad. It's. I don't want to say that it's worse than BVS, but damned if I wasn't more entertained during BVS. At least just like me and my mama watched BVS, and she was just like, "Why are they fighting? They the super friends." That shit was more entertaining than what I got from Wonder Woman 84, where I'm just pissed the whole time. Like, why is this happening? But anyway, so Wonder Woman has demonstrated that she is a fierce combatant on the level of Kryptonians, mutant Kryptonians, new gods alike. And yet, Carol, fuck your boat, Danvers. Yo, old girl said, bet, and just wrecked their ship. And then wrecked Thanos. Thanos had... The only way Thanos got out of that fight was because he used his head and popped the power gem out. It's like, bam! Like, he hit him with the okie doke. That's the only way. I got Carol washing over Diana. Like Diana, don't get me wrong, absolutely has the experience edge because of her combat training, because of the centuries that she's been alive. I mean, I'm assuming that Wonder Woman, as she's presented in these movies, is at least 3 centuries old, maybe older. She's been around the block. She has fought all kinds of stuff, and she is, she almost won the Bad Bitch Olympics, but she lost on the technicality, which was bullshit. And yet another part of that movie, which was like, boo, justice for Diana. But Carol just has an overwhelming edge in power. Hell, and powers. Like she's Superman strong with like laser beams on top of it. Like, I don't even think they've delved all the way into what she can do in the movies. Like, does she have like spectral type shit yet? Like, I think it's just
not
just lasers.
It's lasers and strength and flight and all those.
Yeah. No. Carol gonna whoop that ass. Carol whoop that ass bad. That's my take. I'm Chris is for Carol.
Okay.
So, a couple things, and I know we're not supposed to go into comics, but I did want to make this point. Carol Danvers hasn't just been powerful once, but powerful twice. She came back after losing her powers and said, "You know what? I'm gonna be binary now." And I feel like I might want to just punch Rogue into space. Just on GP. And
Deserved.
yeah, that was just that has a special place in 11-year-old Omar's heart, because that was the first time I ever saw binary, and first time I saw Rogue, because I bought those comics at the same time, X-Men 173 and 172, where she just rolled up and punched, punched Rogue into space, and Rogue was like, "Well, damn." So anyway, let me get back to the flicks. So Carol Danvers, while I am not the biggest fan of Brie Larson's portrayal of Carol Danvers, I am a huge Carol Danvers fan, the character. And right now, to Chris's point, she's just too powerful. Don't get me wrong, Wonder Woman is a bad mofo. But the Wonder Woman 84 didn't do her any favors. Now if we're talking about, I mean, I don't even want to even deal with that. But we have to, in the sense that from a power perspective, she now can fly. And that gets introduced cinematically in Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, wet fart.
Yeah. But it would be a good fight. It would be like watching your uncles fight at the cookout. That's a good fight, but you already know when you're watching it which uncle gonna win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so as I'm looking at it, it's
Bruce
like,
Lee flicks.
Yeah, it's gonna be that one. It's gonna be that uncle. Like, oh man,
the one that quotes Top Gun.
So, oh man, they fighting again.
Any day.
I think Carol Danvers wins as Captain Marvel. I think Carol Danvers wins as Binary. I think just too powerful. Just way too powerful.
Okay. All right. So that's 2 for Captain Marvel. I gotta represent for my girl Diana. I'm sorry.
I don't disagree. I don't begrudge you.
Yeah, not at all.
Someone has to.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I am holding on to the Wonder Woman that pops up in Batman vs. Superman, who gets punched by Doomsday and looks at it like, motherfucker, you done did the wrong thing.
She kind of liked it, which was like, what the hell?
Like it.
And that's the Wonder Woman I see in my head. That's the Wonder Woman movie I would make that no one has asked me to make. That is the Wonder Woman I think that should be on the screen and pops up from time to time. Also, the Wonder Woman who takes on the God of War at the end of the Wonder Woman movie. Now, that God of War sucked, but he still was the God of War.
Why was Ares Professor Lupin from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
His funny mustache. What? Okay.
So I gotta say, any character that fist fights Doomsday and kind of wants more of that, then moves on to taking on Ares, could definitely take it in the fight with Captain Marvel, who's just like, I'm just going to shoot beams out of my hands, and everybody's just going to be like, "Ooh, look at Captain Marvel doing the Captain Marvel thing. She came through and she beat up the big ship, and it fell down. Ooh, yeah!"
Hang on. She gave Thanos hands.
Yeah, she gave Thanos hands.
Oh,
Plus,
she gave him hands.
Your girl had trouble with Cheetah.
I was gonna say your girl had trouble with Donald Trump, but like you go off.
Donald
Girl
Trump
had
and
trouble with
Cheetah.
Donald Trump
Yeah,
that
she
was
had some
armed with
struggles, man, with Donald Trump and a
Donald
cheetah.
Trump with a TV guide gave
Yeah.
her.
I know you don't want to count that flick, but I'm just saying.
Nah, let's not count that flick. Let's not count that flick at all. It didn't happen.
Body swap date
That what
rape.
didn't happen?
Like just
Didn't happen.
Okay, that's fair.
Look into the Flash. It didn't happen. Yeah, right into it.
We ain't got Flashpoint yet, man. You can't use that.
No, that was a Men in Black.
He said that Men in Black reference. He was like, "Yeah, look here. That didn't happen, right?"
It didn't happen. It did not happen. We will not acknowledge it. Like Wonder Woman 84.
No more Wonder Woman 84.
Wonder Woman 84 is the Batman and Robin of the DC extended universe.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Well, then what is?
What is
Batman
then?
and Robin knows what the hell it is from the jump.
You know what?
It
That's a good
operates on
point.
its own
It knows what it
internal
wants to
logic
be.
and makes sense.
That's a
What
good point.
things lead to other things. I'm not saying it's a cinematic masterpiece, but I am saying that it is working on a cartoon logic.
Okay, then it is the Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Wait a minute. I gotta call you on that because you have not watched any of the Indiana Jones movies.
But I've heard things.
Hold up.
And everybody has said that one sucks. Uh-oh.
Devon,
he's about to find out. He's
Devon,
about to find out.
Devon, you are an amount of years older than me and much more versed in nerd culture. Like you were a bookseller before I was.
Okay.
You introduced me to the world of book selling.
Yes.
You have not seen the Indiana Jones film?
Omar's heard the story before. It looks like the world has to hear it now.
It does. It does. Confess your sins.
Okay.
Confess your crimes.
Way back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Oh, shit.
There was a thing called POA. Negroes was POA. And so when a young POA little dude named Devon looked at his mother and said, "Ma, everybody's going to go see this movie. Why don't we?" And she said, "No, Devon, we are POA." And I said, "All right, well, I'll take a pass on this one." Oh. And so they did another Indiana Jones movie, and guess what? We were still poor. And then they did a third one, and I was so mad at being poor that I didn't even want to see the third one. And then they did a fourth one, and everybody was mad at me because I didn't see the first three. And I vowed then and there never see these movies because too many damn people were telling me that I needed to see a thing that triggered some kind of response in me that reminded me that I don't like being poor. So fuck all y'all. Fuck Indiana Jones. Don't fuck Harrison Ford because he cool. He was Han Solo, and he was Jack Ryan, and he was Amish in Witness. So, love the Harrison Ford. Fuck Indiana Jones.
Are you talking like Iron Sheik? We love Harrison Ford.
Fuck the Hogan.
Fuck the Indiana Jones and make him humble.
So no, I don't have zero interest in going to see an Indiana Jones movie. Now, maybe if Harrison Ford comes to my apartment and acts it out in front of me, maybe I'll watch that. But if you can't line that up, don't say shit to me. Let's move on. Back to Justice.
So Devon Sanders, for those playing the home game, grew up in the part of DC that they did not show in Wonder Woman 84.
How did we even get to this?
Because
Man.
you said that Wonder Woman 84 was the akin
Kingdom of the
to
Crystal Skull.
Kingdom of the
Oh,
Crystal
okay.
Skull, and I
Okay.
said, hold up, you haven't seen those movies, and
Okay.
that created
you out.
the greatest moment in this podcast history, as far as I'm concerned.
Trauma is real. Let's just say that. Let's
Well, look,
just say
man.
trauma is real.
Hey, you are doing good now. You got headphones that make lights and shit.
Dude,
You good.
you good.
We
You've
need you to get out
secured
the
a
closet,
grown man
like
bag.
you good.
Yeah, you got a grown man bag. So you could.
You healed my inner child. Ooh, I'm fixed.
On this episode of Dr. Phil.
Oh man.
So I believe that is 2 Carol.
2 Carol,
Diana.
one Diana. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 Carol, 1 Diana.
Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana versus CM Punk.
Oh man. Oh.
All right. So just to recap. Captain America won his round.
Right.
Cyborg won his round.
Yep.
Iron Man won his round.
Bullshit.
Superman won his round. Captain Marvel won her round. And Scarlet Witch won hers. So that makes
Superman.
that Superman.
Superman won his round.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm reading stuff off of my phone, so I can't read. Also, Indiana Jones did that to me too.
Before the Omar the Barbarian podcast, I was on the street hooked on crack cocaine. But now I got a job. I know how to read.
Oh man.
Thank you, Omar the Barbarian podcast. Thank you.
Oh,
So that
God.
makes it, sorry.
Oh my
That
God.
makes it 4-2. 4 for the Avengers, 2 for the Justice League.
Oh, damn it.
So that said, who would actually win between the Marvel Cinematic Universe Avengers and the Zack Snyderverse Justice League? Who wants to go first?
Oh man. Chris, please, sir.
All right. Now, according to our tallies that are irrefutable, empirical, scientific fact, we have the Avengers singularly ahead.
Yep. 4-2.
4-2. 4-2. Now, we gotta address that I think Superman balances out Wanda and Carol.
Yes.
And also, just keep in mind, we don't have to keep to the pairings that we had. We're just talking about right.
Of course, this is the free for all.
Right.
Man, like, I'm thinking that like Superman and Aquaman do like a quick sweep real quick. Because I love Cap. I do. I love all the Avengers. Superman washes all of them until you get to like Carol and Wanda. And Wanda is only on like Batman rules where like, does she know it's coming? Does she know what's coming? I don't know if her her imaginary, like for our argument, her field, her WandaVision field, would be enough to withstand the kind of force that Superman would be bringing at like top speed. Because in the show, it's shown that under great emotional or mental or physical stress, the wall comes down. And I don't know what the hell hit harder than a Kryptonian that's juiced up. Like, so then that comes down to like the Justice League versus Carol and maybe like a hobbled Thor and maybe some Iron Man robots or whatever the fuck. I got the Justice League watching the Avengers like as a team, like as a unit. I got Justice League.
Okay. One for Justice League.
And this is the 6 Avengers, to be clear to those playing the home game. This is not the end game dream team lineup. That's wild.
Where Wong is an Avenger.
Wong is in, they pulled Wong off the bench with the recruits.
With the intern.
With the intern wizards.
Whew. So I'm going to throw out a couple of things, even though I'm very much with Chris on this. I think what could really hurt either side is that we've seen what they can do. They tend to fight each other more than they do their enemies, just based on what we've seen. And, but when they come together, it's tight. I think that if we've got Cap and we've got Iron Man and Thor, Scarlet Witch, Vashon, and Captain Marvel together, fighting as a unit, basically versus what we saw at the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League. It really, to Chris's point, it would really depend on what mood Superman was in. If Superman was like, "No, Bruce, I was wrong. Let's have a discussion," then I think it might last a while because Superman was like being kind. But if Superman's on his "I'm not impressed" energy,
are we talking his Man of Steel snapping necks energy?
Snapping necks energy, yeah. Okay. I didn't have a choice.
No! See, when Omar said "I'm not impressed," I thought he meant like at the
I didn't mean in Justice League.
Okay,
but he cold breathed that axe.
Yeah, man, it's
that might be the coolest shit I ever seen Superman do in one of these movies, man.
I could see a scene with Thor hitting Superman with either one of his weapons, and Superman just kind of standing there and saying, "I decided I don't want to be moved right now." I'm looking at this lineup and I'm thinking Iron Man ain't gonna make it. Cap ain't gonna make it. He might have some trouble with Scarlet Witch, but if I ain't got no choice. I'm sorry. He'll be sad, but she ain't gonna make it. Captain Marvel not gonna make it. Vashon ain't gonna make it. And this is just Superman. Thor, about the only one I think has a puncher's chance. It's him and Captain Marvel. And yeah, I don't see it. And this is just Superman pissed off. Again, just decide what mood he's in. When you add in all the other Justice League, I mean, you're basically talking about gods.
Yeah.
And if they are working as a team, I mean, you could almost make an argument down the line, depending on the mood. And again, one versus several implies some planning. Mm-hmm. Batman has taken out the entire Justice League with prep time, as people famously like to say.
But that's in the comics.
Yes. Yeah, okay. True. All right. So I'll take that out. But if he had an hour to sit back and examine some things and exchange a couple of emails with Wonder Woman, that's their ass, right?
What the fuck? Okay, hang on though.
Yeah.
What exactly is his plan in this scenario with an hour? The Avengers ain't got no fucking kryptonite. This like what? Like you? I mean, he gonna have to break his no kill rule to stop Steve.
He did that already.
Fair. That's right. It's Batfleck. It's Batfleck. He got machine guns on the Batmobile. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just gonna shoot them off. He on that Michael Keaton shit.
Yeah, they all getting shot.
I'm gonna shoot them with laser guns, with alien laser guns.
I mean, we're talking now. It's cinematic. In the annals now that his gauntlets can withstand heat vision.
Mm-hmm.
So I just you could make an argument for all the Justice League. This is really interesting because one-on-one, it's the other way, but one on several, you could make an argument for every single member of the Justice League towards the other side, which I did not expect. Yeah, man, Devon, it's again, just on Superman alone, Avengers they're getting washed.
And may I remind everyone that Aquaman is carrying the trident of Poseidon, the actual Greek god. Poseidon. Continue.
All right. It pains me to say this, but I gotta say Justice League. I really, in my heart, I want to say Avengers, but like you said, Omar, one-on-one, it's that team all the way. It is the Avengers all the way. But as a unit, no, let me take that back. Not even as a unit. Going back to my criteria of neck snapping Superman.
Yeah.
And I might be getting off on this Wonder Woman fighting Doomsday. And
shoot them motherfuckers, Batman.
Right. Well, personally, I think he's useless because he's just like shoot them MF as Batman. He's not a tactician. He's not a detective. He is just Ben Affleck in a rubber suit to me. Useless bastard.
Come down here on the street. I'm mad.
Come down here, bro.
I bet you won't see me with these hands. I bet you won't. I'll whoop your ass down here. Stop flying around, shooting lasers. Come down here, be a man, slap me.
Oh God!
Like a 21 Savage. Fuckers don't want to fight no more.
Batman be like, Soldier Boy, Soldier Dude came out here, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And then another one came out, and then I was like, blah, 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 blah.
I picked up a bat. My powers. I bought no bats.
So Captain Marvel came out. I was like, blah, blah.
I was like, nice haircut, motherfucker.
Oh God. Oh, all right. So I've begrudgingly saying Justice League. My heart was to say Avengers because the Avengers fought off a whole ass alien attack with a dude with a crossbow, with a bow, and a Russian with a gun. Like they did that.
Asian American
icon
with a gun.
Like they did that.
Yeah.
But
and they also had Hulk.
And they did have a Hulk.
Yeah.
Let's not downplay the importance of a
Right.
Hulk.
Yeah, and they even said so in the movie. We have a Hulk.
Superman gonna take Hulk up into space and suffocate his ass. Bye.
And you know what? Had we included Hulk in this, I think it would be different, but we did not.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, with the teams that we have on the board right now, I got to give it to the Justice League.
I am curious to know, though, what your thought would be if Hulk was involved.
If Hulk were involved, I think it would be a whole nother thing.
Whole other
That would
thing.
mean the Martian Manhunter is involved as well. And Martian Manhunter.
Or we could just switch out, say, like a Captain Marvel or something, or
Right.
right, or Vashon or something. That's what I'm going to be saying.
Oh, well, see, if it's Cyborg versus Hulk, then get the fuck.
Again, same rules apply. Like, what you gonna do with the Hulk?
You gonna hack his pants? Nigga,
nah. Well, nah. I mean, if the Hulk is on that team, like you just got a berserker. Like, you just like take out the whole team, and like Superman's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Shoot him with the lasers. Just makes them matter. Next thing you know, you got like a whole movie where it's just like, well, I got to do this whole doomsday thing where I got to fight this dude, blah blah blah. And the rest of the Avengers and Justice League are just sitting back like, I got to see this.
Yeah.
But we did not do that. So with what we've got, I got to give it to Justice League.
Interesting that it would come down individually the other way.
Mm-hmm.
But team versus team, it adds, interesting, but it makes all sense in the world.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think the Avengers are the better run team. Like, I think that Captain America could pull something out. But if something crazy happens and the heavy hitters go down first, you literally have Captain America with the broken shield again, walking towards the six of them like, fuck, we doing this again?
Yeah. Right? Like,
right.
Flash might get got.
Yeah.
If it's like, in the days, Steve's like,
right.
Flash gonna run into some vibranium. He'll get his wig split.
Right.
But that's it. Although, you know what? No, he might be able to take Cyborg. Maybe. Cause he done beat Tony at like bleeding edge tech Tony. So, it's conceivable. But then he gotta fight the god of the oceans. The goddess of warriors. A rich guy
with a gun.
with guns.
Then I saw Captain America and I was like, black.
And God being on Steve's side that Tuesday morning. If he get past all of them, he still got to get past Superman. Yeah. And you ain't getting past John Cena. Get out of here.
No, you're not.
Nope.
Quite as kept one-on-one, I think. Yeah, it's a Cap could hold his own with half of them, but Aquaman gonna get that ass, Wonder Woman gonna get that ass, and Superman gonna get all of that ass.
This is terrible out of context.
yeah. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a fan fiction channel.
That was for you. Only fans now.
Wait a minute.
We switched over. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Not OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans. That's AO3. That's
all right, folks. We didn't want to tell you this. But we on the OnlyFans page. We're gonna leave a link in the comments.
It's gonna be Hulk feet pics from Ragnarok. Gamma yeeks.
Oh God. that note.
Tell you who beat all of them. Fucking Goku. Bang.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Goku gonna show up. Hey, who wants scrap first?
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Put up your dukes.
Oh God. Man, that was all right.
This has been an educational evening.
Yes.
Of camaraderie and strong moral conversation.
Yes.
And triggering
Blank,
my
blank.
Oh.
We helped Devon get over his trauma.
We did. He said Poa.
Poa.
It smell like broken here.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So yeah, yeah, I think it even tips further in the Justice League favor if we add sitting on his ass Martian Manhunter. Because he can shapeshift, he got super strength. We can assume, like, you know, he gonna be Martian Manhunter, like in all the ways that Martian Manhunter would be Martian Manhunter. So he's Superman with telepathy.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
And he's got spirit. Good job, you sick.
So he's just the Great Gazoo. Hello, dum dum. Way to pull yourselves out of the pickle. No, he's Superman with telepathy and the Vision's powers. Martian Manhunter should not be in stories.
No, you know what? The Martian Manhunter, when you really get down to it, he is a one-man Justice League. Like,
he is, dude.
Yeah.
He is a detective, so that makes him Batman. He is super strong, that makes him
Superman and
Wonder Woman.
and
Yeah.
Aquaman. He's got all the
shape-shifting.
Yeah, shape-shifting.
So he's Plastic Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can fire, like, what is it? Martian vision, they call it. Whatever that means. It's literally called Martian vision.
Mars lasers.
Yeah. And telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just shut the whole fight down without it even starting.
Yeah, he would.
Like, everybody take a nap.
No, have you
Chill
ever
the fuck out.
Have you ever read Joe Kelly's Justice League run? Are we still taping?
Yeah, we still going.
Okay, we're still taping. Okay, so then y'all can learn about this. Joe Kelly's
You see how he just sunned both of us?
Gather around under the learning tree.
Under the learning tree.
I'll teach y'all about the white Martians.
No, but there was a story that Joe Kelly and Doug Mahnke did. This is called Trial by Fire. I don't think it's in print anymore, but I think you can find it on eBay or something like that for cheap. Where someone unlocked Martian Manhunter's fear of fire, so he didn't have any limit anymore. And what that actually did, it wound up like corrupting him a bit, because there's this one scene in the book, and it is so good, where they walk in, the Justice League walks in, and they find Superman phase through, like retching, like, you know, just like shaking, phase through the Justice League table where they all sit, and everybody's like, what could have done that? And they all look at each other and they're like, oh shit, the only person who could do that is John. And there's a chill that went down my spine, because it was like, oh my god, the Justice League knows it's him, and he knows who he is right now, and that was super scary to me. It was one of the best things I've ever read.
You said we could get it on eBay or something like that?
Yeah, or you can find it. I'm pretty sure through the DC Comics app or or Comixology.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta
check that out.
Yeah, so yeah, check that out if you want.
Okay. If you telling me it's one of the best things you've ever read, then yeah, I got to get at that.
And that's why they keep his ass up on the watchtower running comms. Because he can just solve all the problems by his damn self.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody chill.
Well, that's why he shows up at the end of the flick talking about, I'll help you in the sequel.
Yeah.
With the shittiest CG that I've ever seen. Like, what the hell?
If you want to find the issues on Comixology or something like that, you got to look for JLA issues 84 through 90.
Okay.
84 through 90.
All right.
Cool. All right. We are at
that a wrap?
That's a wrap, man.
All right, I'm going off to go heal my inner child.
Well, good night, folks. Y'all take care. Be good.
Or don't. It's your life. Don't. I don't care.
It's your Go out there and be a menace, children.